Hey everyone, and welcome to group break number 120. Today we have the nice little basketball mixer that we've had for the past few weeks here. So, two blasters of Chronicles, multi-pack box of Mosaic, and then two blasters of Mosaic. So, really nice overall mix, I find. Hopefully our blasters aren't as weird as what they were last break. The blasters were pretty much identical, but yeah, it was really weird. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's get into the team randoms here. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Got my little cheat sheet up there for the USA basketball teams, or basketball cards, just so I know what teams they go to. But yeah, 3 times, here we go. Once, twice, and 3rd time. And again, at any point, if you ever want a different display name, than what your than your actual name, leave it in the break notes if I'm ever mispronouncing your name. Also, let me know. I will do my best to correct that. So, and teams 3 times. Once, twice, 3rd time. Ooh, Pelicans right on top. Who landed in that one spot? Steve, there you go. You got the Pelicans. Ethan with the Spurs. Henry, you got the Cavs. Mark Newman with the Magic. Brian with the Suns. Lazarus, you got the Nets. Henry with the Mavericks. Jason with the Celtics. Andrew with the Wizards. Blake, you've got Portland. Brian with Atlanta. Mark Vanderstar, and you've got Milwaukee. Alan with the Rockets. Justin with the Knicks. Brian, you've got the 76ers. Raj, you've got the Oklahoma City Thunder. Leslie with the Nuggets. Kellen, you've got the Lakers and Pacers. Christopher with the Heat. John with Golden State. Justin with the T-Wolves. Herman with the Grizzlies. Rahib with the Jazz. Neil with the Clippers. Kellen with the Pistons. Josh with the Bulls. Steve with the Kings. Steven with the Raptors. And Tony with the Hornets. So there are your teams. I'll get them copied over there. So the flip side to baseball though is that at 162 games, more or less after that amount of sample size, who your best teams are in a given year. They've expanded it a little bit too. I think, you definitely see the arguments for more teams, but at the same time, it's not horrible. Just because their regular season is that long, and that's both a pro and a con, right? So you definitely have to shorten the regular season, which I think there's appetite for, but yeah, we were just talking before the break started here about the NBA play-in situation. Kind of, didn't think I'd be the biggest fan of it personally, but looking at it now, I kind of I like it. It's definitely interesting. So, just the extra drama it adds is really interesting. So I do think they could maybe tweak it so it's not as jarring for a single game elimination, especially I get if you're a 7 or 8 seed, you technically have 2 games, but if you have a player go down due to injury in the first game or something like that, then especially if it's one of your stars, you're gonna have a tough time in the other game, and it's it's just kind of extra randomness, which is chaotic, and I like randomness, but because randomness is always good. Well, not always, but sometimes it can be good. It can add excitement when because it can create unpredictable outcomes, and unpredictable outcomes generally add a little bit more excitement, right? So alright, I don't think there's really anything on the trade front here, so let's get started. So we'll start off with Chronicles, go into the cello box, and then finish with the blasters of Mosaic. That's our typical pattern for this. So yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Hopefully everyone's prepared for the long weekend coming up here. I am looking forward to it. I got my dad's birthday on Monday, so I'm excited about that. right. Here we go. And just like it's supposed to be, I mean, at least today and tomorrow are supposed to be nice weather-wise, so I'm also looking forward to that. So, nice skiroo. I'm next Friday, so Curry for Golden State. And if you're new to Chronicles basketball, just remember that every card, like everything ships, obviously, but every card is in every which way in this. So, Threads rookie of Jordan Poole for Golden State, the pink parallel. Terrence Davis for the Raptors on the rookie and stars. LeBron for the Lakers on the Chronicles base, and Davis for the Lakers on the marquee. But yeah, I am next Friday. I get my first shot, so looking forward to that. Should be good to go for breaks the next week too. Obviously, Kendrick Nunn for the Heat on the Luminance rookie. I love the Luminance photography. Jordan Poole for Golden State on the, I call them the Big P rookies, but RJ Barrett for the Knicks on the Playbook rookie, Garland for the Cavs on the Recon, and Carson Edwards on the pink marquee for the Celtics. So, but yeah, I'm kind of the last one in my like direct family to get one, so kind of got all the tips and tricks to not have as many side effects, so I'm looking forward to that. Batadze for the Pacers on the Playbook, Davis on the pink Luminance for the Raptors, Kendrick Nunn for the Heat, Hero on the Threads for the Heat, and Doumbia for the Pistons, right? Yeah, on the marquee. Probably yes. Again, assuming everything goes well and like I'm still feeling fine, then yes. So, Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies on the Luminance. Garland for the Cavs on the rookie, and nice hometown heroes silver of Tyler Hero for the Heat. That's actually not too shabby. Tougher to get the silver. I think there's silver and regular parallels of the hometown heroes, so it is tougher to get. So obviously not quite as hot as what he once was, but still fairly like. Market's still fairly solid for him, I think. Doncic for the Mavericks on the base, and Gafford for the Bulls on the Essentials. Alexander Walker for the Pelicans on the Playbook. Gobert for the Jazz on the pink Chronicles base. Doumbia for the Pistons on the rookie and stars. Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies on the Prestige rookie, and Kawhi for the Clippers. See, the one thing that I do notice a lot with like Chronicles is when you hit like one rookie, or like you generally get the same rookie, it feels like, in the same box, like the same few. Culver for the T-Wolves, RJ Barrett for the Knicks, Cameron Johnson for the Suns, Kawhi for the Clippers on the Essentials, and XR Pink of Hero for the Heat. I'm just going to move my mouse away so I don't accidentally bump it and then click and like move the camera or something like that. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Rui on the pink for the Wizards on the Playbook, LeBron Rookies and Stars for the Lakers, Blake Griffin for the Pistons on the Chronicles, and LeBron for the Lakers. That was all upside down to end it off there. You just never know what way the cards are going to be in a pack. It's so weird. This is a RJ pack here. RJ Barrett for the Knicks on the Luminance. Luka for the Mavericks on the base. And ooh, we have an autograph here. Terrence Mann for the Clippers. Got some chipping on the bottom, but Hometown Heroes autograph. So tough to get, honestly. Like, autographs are fairly tough to get out of this. So is some chipping on the bottom here, which is really odd for considering it's a sticker, but hey, it's an autograph. So Terrence Mann, we'll get that souped up in a second for the Clippers. Cameron Johnson for the Suns on the rookie, and RJ for the Knicks. Definitely a interesting start there. That is probably a 50.75 point. So I don't have any of those kicking around right beside me. I don't think. Maybe one. No, that's a standard. Let me see if I can find one. This one might be. It might be. Let's see. Here you go. This is the perfect time for it. We try to find the right size top loader. There we go. I had exactly one left, so a little bit of dust on it. There we go. Exactly one left. Honestly, solid blaster, autograph, hero silver, none of the big rookies, but I mean, I guess hero RJ's good too. So that's pretty solid. No Jaws or Zions, but you know, can't complain too much. So. And again, getting like a silver parallel of anything is always solid, especially when it's a rookie. Well, right logo, wrong name. Pascal for Golden State on the rookie. Kawhi for the Clippers on the pink Prestige. Luka for the Mavericks on the rookies and stars. Oladipo for the Pacers. And Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans on the Recon rookie. Chronicles will always be one of my favorite products, though, just because you have so many different, so many different sets. Every pack is somewhat kind of unique in terms of what you get, so it's always a different opening experience. Carson Edwards for the Celtics, especially at a hobby format, it's really, really good in that regard. Cam Reddish for the Hawks on the Luminance. Saw some stuff about his autograph today, and his autograph is kind of interesting. Davis for the Raptors, Keldon Johnson for the Spurs, and LeBron on the pink Essentials for the Lakers. But always like it just because it's got a different feel. Every box, you got so many different subsets, so lots of different collectability out of it. The amount of rookies in it is always really you always get a lot of rookies, and it's just a cool product, I think. Naz Reid for the T-Wolves, Hero on the pink P rookie for the Heat, Pascal for Golden State. And there's our first Shaw. So Prestige rookie of Shaw. And Carson Edwards for the Celtics on the marquee. Here we'll get the sleeves up. Get the sleeves up. Yeah, I mean, in rookies and stars, the stars do show up a lot. So, but Tyler Hero has been all over this as well. Hunter for the Hawks on the Luminance, Batadze for the Pacers on the P rookie, Keldon Johnson for the Spurs on the Crusade, Bradley Beal for the Wizards, and Tyler Hero on the XR for the Heat. So, not like our two blasters last week where they were pretty much identical except for some of the pink parallels. I think they were 4 or 5 card difference between the two boxes, which is just crazy. Hero for the Heat on the Playbook rookie. Lots of Hero. Westbrook for the Rockets with the pink. Another Hero for the Heat. Well, the Heat are cleaning up here. Kobe White for the Bulls. And LeBron for the Lakers. We pulled a lot of Hero. Holy cow. Garland for the Cavs, Davis for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans, Culver for the T-Wolves on the Recon, and pink of Culver on the Recon for the T-Wolves. Back-to-backs. Honestly, that's the first time I've seen that in Chronicles, so Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. Love those jerseys. Well, there's our first Zion. Pink Luminance on the... Love the photo. Just the photography is just so nice. I'll get that saved up in a second. Culver for the T-Wolves on the Rookies and Stars. Carmelo for Portland on the Chronicles base, and Jordan Poole for Golden State on the marquee. So there we go. One Zion, one Jaw. Zion outperforms the Jaw right now, but score is 1-1. Yeah. But yeah, feels like a couple solid blasters here. Jeez, this didn't want to open up. I think we got maybe just another hometown hero. But Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. LeBron for the Lakers. Yep, hometown hero of Cam Reddish for the Hawks. Jordan Poole for Golden State. And Darius Bazley for the Thunder on the Essentials. So, couple, like, honestly, pretty solid blasters, I would say. Yeah, pretty solid. I mean, an autograph, like the first blaster I think was the better one in terms of like hitting the cooler stuff. The second one had the better names. But lots of heroes, so I mean if you've got the Heat, Christopher, you got a lot coming your way already. And again, autos are really tough to pull, so that's another thing I like about, like, especially this mix, is that it's not about, like, the autos and stuff are nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not about that. It's about, like, it's about getting the big rookies in the right parallels, and I like that kind of chase. So, I mean, like, the big card to get is the Ja Luminance dunk photo, right? I think that's still the big card. It was, at least at the launch time. It was a crazy valuable card. So, all right, here we go. As always, we will open up all these cellos first, and then we'll start with the pinks. Then we'll do the regular packs, because the pink camo pack, you know what you're getting, and I mean, the regular packs could be anything. They could be they could even just be a regular base rookie. So, but yeah. Skier, what team do you have again? Throw that back down. If you don't want to say, that's fine. I know there's, a couple people who like to keep their stuff hidden, so. Right. Lakers, any LeBron silver is an instant sleeve. Well, literally any LeBron color is a sleeve, I think, at this point. Pacers and Pistons, yeah, those are tougher. Although we did hit Luke Kennard blue fluorescence in a previous basketball mixer. That was pretty fun. Getting card numbered to 15, and it's like, oh, could you imagine if that was a rookie? I don't think we can see a gold. We can see an orange or a blue. Gold is hobby only, I believe. But orange we can get. I don't know, can you get orange in here? I think it's just blues, right? Yeah, it's only, oh, you can get rookie scripts gold. So, I mean, if we hit a gold, it's an auto. So, but yeah, blue or orange. So, orange are 25, and I think they're blaster only. Blue is 15 in there. I think they're cello only. This one just doesn't want to open up. There we go. Why are you so stubborn? Oh yeah, we could get Genesises. Genesi. Whatever you want to call them. We could get those as well. Those would be sick. Honestly, like anything that's a cool parallel is just I don't know, especially in Mosaic. I love Mosaic's parallels. Danny Green for the Lakers, DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs, and Larry Bird for the Celtics. And the USA stuff goes to either their active team or most games played for, if they are retired. So Bledsoe for the Bucks, Jamal Murray for the Nuggets, and DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks. We'll sleeve him. Just as we go here, we'll put rookie color up there. O'Neal for the Jazz, Heald for the Kings, and Pippen for the Bulls. I think I definitely like NFL Mosaics like breakdown for cellos better than basketball. Williams for the Clippers, Bryant for the Wizards, and Stockton for the Jazz. Just because I feel like you can get more of the like other color parallels and stuff like that in the main packs. But yeah, Rudy Gay for the Spurs, Korkmaz for the 76ers, and Tybolt for the 76ers on the rookie. Yeah, let's see some. We haven't pulled a jaw out of Mosaic in I don't know how long. Like a base. The Nets, they have. I think it's Claxton. Is it Paxton or Claxton? They do have one. Augustine for the Magic, Simmons for the 76ers, and Wilkins for the Hawks. And they've got him and Simanic. Jones for the Hawks, Hart for the Pelicans, and Grant Williams for the Celtics. And I'll just leave all the rookie pinks as we go along. Yeah, there we go. I was shocked to hear where the Suns finished up at. Talikna for the Knicks, Harden for the Rockets, and Cameron Johnson, NBA debut, for the Suns. So pinks so far not great. A little bit on the quiet side, to be honest. Not a little bit, very on the quiet side. Gasol for the Raptors, Jokic for the Nuggets, and Roby for the Mavericks. Well, that would be why. Brown for the Celtics, Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls, and true pink camel rookie of Zion for the Pelicans. Yeah, I mean, the NFL rookie crop is just really, really good in Mosaic. Like, it's one of the best rookie crops probably in football history, so. Because you've got so many different players that it's hard to not hit them. Like, it's hard to not hit one of them, but, I mean, that, like, right there, that's literally the card you're hoping to get, so. For NFL, for Mosaic, so that'd be this year, right, because it's their first year of Mosaic. Galloway for the Pistons, Warren for the Pacers, and Garland for the Cavs. But yeah, the NFL Mosaic cellos just seem consistently better. Like, I won't disagree there. It's really, it doesn't even feel that close between the two, to be honest. Randall for the Knicks, Dragic for the Heat, and Horton Tucker for the Lakers. So, like, yeah, it really doesn't feel super close to me between those. The other thing is that Mosaic's been around in basketball for longer too, so like the vets don't carry quite the same weight. There's a LeBron MVPs on the back. I'll put the LeBron in the rookie, all the LeBrons in the rookie stack. So Mills for the Spurs, Teague for the T-Wolves, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder, Shamet Mosaic for the Clippers, Tracy McGrady for the Rockets, and LeBron MVPs for the Cavs. We'll sleeve up the LeBrons as we go too, just because it is LeBron. They don't have the hot. Him and Luka are the two to really go after. We got a silver coming up here. Vucevic for the Magic, Tatum for the Celtics, Thomas for the Wizards, Williams for the Pelicans, and DeJounte Murray for the Spurs on the silver. Got a little dot there. And Melly for the Pelicans on the rookie. Again, we'll always sleeve up the silvers as we go along just because they do have the technical most value out of any card in here and are kind of the bigger quote-unquote hits. So, and where there's one Melly, there's a second. Augustine for the Magic, Brown for the Celtics, Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies, and Valanciunas for the Grizzlies on the green Mosaic, Ross for the Magic on the Jam Masters, and Melly for the Pelicans on the debut. Mine would be, I mean, yeah, I don't really have one that I cheer for predominantly. Like, it's nice when the Raptors, like, I'd say Raptors were one of them. But Grizzlies just because Vancouver, I guess. Davis for the Lakers, Giannis for the Bucks, Leonard for the Heat, Oubre Jr. for the Suns, K.A. Towns on the green will to win for the T-Wolves, and Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies on the Mosaic rookie. Honestly, like, Portland's up there. When I started getting into basketball in 2018-19, I would go after Portland a lot. So, Inglis for the Jazz, Allen for the Nets, Horford for the 76ers, Tucker for the Rockets on the green, LeBron on the give and go for the Lakers, and Barkley for the 76ers on the Hall of Fame base. No, Vancouver, I don't know what a ton of Vancouver people cheer for basketball-wise. I know there's, like, distaste for the Grizzlies because they're not here. Galloway for the Pistons. It's one of those weird ones. Lillard for Portland. Gordon for the Rockets. Wall for the Wizards. LeBron for the Lakers on the will to win. And PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. So, yeah, I like watching LeBron play, Curry play. Well, Ty Jerome, you know what that means. We got a Ty Jerome in the next pack. Derek White for the Spurs. Wiggins for the T-Wolves. DiVincenzo for the Bucks. Green of Millsap for the Nuggets. McCollum on the got game for Portland. And Ty Jerome for the Suns on the debut. But yeah, basketball, I mainly follow players more than anything. Like, I followed Steve Nash because, you know, Steve Nash. Draymond Green, that one's got the little fingerprint-ish finish thing in there. Howard for the Lakers. I'll try to call all like little things, but Mosaic, again, if you're unfamiliar with the product, does have a lot of like print line issues and stuff. It's tough to kind of like call out all of them because a lot of them have it. So Taj for the Knicks, Taj Gibson, Baines for the Suns, and De'Aaron Fox on the Mosaic give and go for the Kings, and Noel for the T-Wolves. Yeah, I mean, like, when I lived in Ontario, I actually started to follow the Raptors a little bit more. Collins for Portland, but never, like, major. Plumlee for the Nuggets. Rivers for the Rockets. Cam Reddish on the NBA debut green for the Hawks. Dennis Johnson for the Celtics on the old school. And Wilkins for the Hawks on the Hall of Fame. So, but yeah, basketball is a sport that I tend to follow players more than teams. I mean, Zion's just fun to follow. Here's the Ty Jerome. Took a few packs, but got him. Holmes for the Kings. Levine for the Bulls. Harris for the 76ers. Satoransky for the Bulls. And got game green of Giannis for the Bucks. I like that card with the green on green. That's really nice looking. Jerome for the Suns. The CFL isn't... I don't think they're going out of business. They're planning to... I think there's plans for this year already in place. They just had their draft, so I don't mind the CFL. Like, it's actually kind of, I prefer it to the NFL sometimes. Fultz for the Magic, Kemba for the Celtics, Redick for the Pelicans, Augustine for the Magic on the Mosaic, Dwight Howard for the Lakers on the Jam Masters, and Garland for the Cavs. Like, I feel like it's a faster paced, like slightly faster paced, more passing. Well, there's another Zion, so Zion's winning this race. Prince for the Nets, Siakam for the Raptors, Knox for the Knicks, Barnes for the Kings, Sexton for the Cavs. This one's got a lot of scratch marks on it on the silver, and Zion true rookie for the Pelicans. Yeah, I think a merger between them makes some sense. And like kind of positioning themselves, like whether you like it or not, like positioning themselves as some sort of like development league, I think actually could go a long ways, especially if they do it right and kind of, you know, provide a different opportunity for players rather than just like the standard you have to go to the NCAA route. So Rozier for the Hornets, Lowry for the Raptors, Burks for Golden State, Fournier for the Magic on the green Mosaic, Irving for the Nets on the give and go, Ewing for the Knicks, right? Yep, on the USA base. Brown for the Pistons. I like Blake Griffin too. McCollum for the Trailblazers. Seth Curry for the Mavericks. Brown Jr. for the Wizards. Steph Curry, sorry, for Golden State. It's hard saying them back to back. Bruno Fernando for the Hawks. For the Cup, honestly, I'd like to see the Leafs or the Hurricanes, or the Avalanche. The logic behind those three teams is that they are all teams that have a little bit more progressive front offices, so it'd be nice to see more teams kind of try to replicate that. Cough, cough, Vancouver. Valanciunas for the Grizzlies. Luka for the Mavericks. We'll sleeve that one in a second. Osman for the Cavs. Isaac for the Magic. Rose for the Pistons on the GOT game. And Kobe White for the Bulls. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The Avs are just such a good team, and they're really well managed, so it'd be nice to see them get rewarded for that. But we'll see. Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Layman for the T-Wolves, Lonzo for the Pelicans, Westbrook for the Rockets, and PJ Washington Jr. on the debut for the Hornets. Yeah, I can see the Panthers beating them in the first. I think I took Panthers over them in the first round, actually. Forbes for the Spurs. That's a close series, closer than what people are willing to give. Finney-Smith for the Mavericks, Aldridge for the Spurs. MVPs, green of Giannis for the Bucks. I love the green on green. Siakam for the Raptors on the GOT game, and Kevin Durant for the Nets on the USA. I mean, I don't think Tavares will be back for I should be putting all these cards up there. That's a smarter decision long term. So that way I'm not sorting through them after the break to put them in top loaders. But yeah, Tavares is... I just hope he doesn't get rushed back either. Russell for the Warriors. Caldwell Pope for the Lakers. Olynyk for the Heat. Thaddeus Young for the Bulls. Vucevic for the Magic on the GOT game. And Basley for the Thunder on the rookie. That was just such a scary incident. I'm glad he's okay. Well, when it rains Zions, it pours Zions, I guess. We've been on just the biggest Zion hot streak. This Powell has a dent in the middle. I don't know how to describe it. You can kind of see it right by my face there. For the Raptors, Drummond for the Pistons, Shamet for the Clippers, Nasir Little for Portland on the green rookie. Mabry for the Suns on the old school, and Zion debut for the Pelicans. But yeah, that was just so tough to watch, right? It's tough. Like the hit itself, like Giroux was kind of playing it was a little bit on the reckless on his part, but like obviously it wasn't like that bad of a hit on the knee, but at the same time, like just the fluke part of Perry skating by at that exact moment is just, yeah. Leonard for the Clippers, Hood for Portland, Ingram for the Pelicans, Diallo for the Thunder, Irving on the Got game for the Nets, and Rui for the Wizards on the rookie. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this, but I don't know how well I don't know if he really fully knew where he was. Like, because he seemed really out of it. So, it is really scary. So, but yeah, seeing the thumbs up was good. Beverly for the Clippers. And hearing that he's been released and everything seemed okay. Like, no brain bleeds or anything like that is good. Murray for the Spurs. Embiid for the 76ers. Giannis for the Bucks on the Mosaic. Jordan for the Nets on the Jam Masters. And Steph for Golden State on the USA. Giannis, kind of all over this. And not like a major card, but still nice. Powell for the Mavericks. Harris for the Nets. Lamb for the Pacers. Beal for the Wizards. Ooh, silver rookie of Pascal for Golden State. And Okpala for the Heat. Flaming Dog, in this, it really depends on what team you have. So, I mean, just quick math, 64. Chronicles is what? How many cards are in a Chronicles blaster? 40. So that's 80. That's 144. And then a cello is... Oh god, I can't do that much math in my head. Like you got a Nasir Little green rookie from Mosaic, so yeah. The fight was stupid between Perry, but trying to think of how many cards. Bagley for the Kings, Morris for the Pistons, Schrader for the Thunder, Luka green for the Mavericks. That's a solid one. Westbrook for the Rockets, and AI for the 76ers. Luka on the green. Give that this insta sleeve and top load. But yeah, that's what 64 plus 80 is 144, and then we have Chronicles, which is Parker for the Hawks, Graham for the Hornets, Thompson for the Cavs, Lopez for the Bucks, Embiid on the will to win for the 76ers, and Taco for the Celtics on the rookie. So, on like value wise, that's a really good, really solid cello box. So it's by no means the best, but it's still solid. And then you have 15 times 12 is what? 300. So 300, 444 divided by 30. So what is that? Let's do a quick Excel here. About like technically on on average 14 cards per team. I'd say like the lowest you generally get for a team is 5, 6, but and then some teams obviously that have more rookies and more cards can get way up there. All from our store. All of our stuff is from our store. Pink Sound, a good question. I haven't looked that up in a while. Because I think his values kind of just stayed. Let's check. We'll check this for 1 second. The true, I think, not graded is probably, I'd say about roughly 100. But, yeah, probably in that ballpark. The debut is 60, so you're looking at 100-ish, 80 to 100, I'd say, depending on condition. And then PSA 10 gets up to like 250-ish, so maybe even a little bit higher. But So, like, very, very solid pull. And again, you got a few Zions today, so already pretty good, but... Alright. Shamet for the Clippers, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Lou Williams for the Clippers on the green, and Colbert for the T-Wolves on the debut. But yeah, like, really solid card. I feel like his value is only going to go up over time, too. Just because he's very, very good. Diallo for the Thunder, Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Griffin on the Whirlwind for the Pistons, and Jordan Poole for Golden State. Like, all he has to do is just be as good as he is for, you know, a decade. That's a long time, mind you. Ingram for the Pelicans, Ross for the Magic, PJ Washington Jr. on the green debut for the Hornets, and Malone for the Jazz. And, like, you'll slowly start to see that value climb up over time. And, I mean, again, once a player in the NBA wins something, they generally get a bit of a spike. Horford for the 76ers, Wright for the Mavericks, McGrady for the Raptors on the Jam Masters, and Kabangale for the Clippers. Wall for the Wizards, Griffin for the Pistons, Paul for the Thunder on the green Mosaic, and Pascal for Golden State on the debut. Gordon for the Rockets, Thompson for the Warriors, Moses Malone for the 76ers on the old school. I love these inserts. There's just a stained glass in the background, so nice. And Langford for the Celtics on the rookie. So is this photo of Harden. Jones for the Grizzlies, Gobert for the Jazz, Porzingis for the Mavericks on the Mosaic, and James Harden MVP for the Rockets. And last pack here. Oubre Jr. for the Suns, Simons for the Trailblazers, LeBron green Mosaic, Will to Win for the Lakers, and Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans. An RJ Mosaic. Okay, we will try and grab that. And I don't like the green and like the green parallels on the Will to Wins. They just don't look good. Same with the Jam Masters. It just seems off in basketball, to be honest. But if it's like a green team, it's okay, but with like the orange in the background, it just really clashes. It is up there for like one of the, in my opinion, ugliest like parallels. I love everything else about Mosaic, but the green like Jam Masters and Will the Winds, just no. If they're a green team, maybe, but... Alright, here we go. Last blaster. I mean, last time I said there's probably not going to be a random was football last week, and we had points, so... Maybe let's not... I mean, points are always nice. Leonard for the Heat, Holiday for the Pacers, and Tremont Waters for the Celtics on the green rookie. Barkley for the 76ers on the USA. But again, where the green parallel really shines is when it's a green team. And that looks really sharp. So. And if I see an orange, we'll save it to the end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This one's got a lot of the like marks on it for the Thunder. Gasol for the Raptors. Kawhi for the Clippers on the GOT game. And Davis for the Raptors on the rookie. Well, there's an RJ. It's not the Mosaic parallel, but it's technically an RJ Mosaic. Just base rookie. Williams for the Pelicans. Tlikna for the Knicks. Brogdon for the Pacers. And RJ Barrett on the debut for the next ball. Give him the sleeve. I think he'll probably go up in value. Oh, yeah. Like, oh, there's a Ja. There we go. Any LeBron parallel or insert even is just a good pull. Thomas for the Wizards, Jones for the Hawks, Embiid for the 76ers on the GOT game, and Ja for the true rookie for the Grizzlies. Like, the Lakers are just really, really good in this just because you get so much LeBron. Like, on average, you generally get 2 to 3 LeBron inserts, I'd say, a break in this. So, and, you know, they're just so consistent. Aldridge for the Spurs, Irving for the Nets, De'Aaron Fox for the Kings on the green, and Magic Johnson for the Lakers on the Hall of Fame base. Henry, I think you got the 1 very early on. So, and here's the debut, RJ. Well, this was a good blaster. Young for the Bulls, O'Neal for the Jazz, Siakam on the will win for the Raptors, and RJ Barrett for the Knicks on the true rookie. So, hey, really, really solid stuff there. Yeah, I think it's literally like the first Mosaic pack and a hero. Wow, this was a really good blaster. Olenek for the Heat, Bledsoe for the Bucks, Irving on the green Hall of Fame base for the 76ers, and Hero for the Heat on the debut. Even though it's a debut, it's still like solid name, above average, and you take those. And yeah, not a bad one to end on. And we got a silver, so maybe it'll be a rookie silver. I don't think so though, because the name's on the it can be, I guess. Layman for the T-Wolves, green for the Lakers, Gasol for the Raptors on the silver. Again, it's got a couple of those little dots, and Bol for the Nuggets. So that is the break. Overall, really solid, I would say. You know, Chronicles was good. We got rookies, some one Jaw, one Zion, lots of hero. The highlights from that would have been the Hero Silver and the Terrence Mann autograph. Yeah, Zion crushed the break. Obviously, the pink camo with the base or like 2 base Mosaic rookies, one being the debut, one being the regular. Overall, really good. So, anyways, I'm gonna head out, have some dinner here, but yeah, take care, and I'll see you next week. Peace.